We'll go from there to the last match to wrap up here. The TLC main event tables, ladders, and chairs match. 5-on-3 handicap bout. It's the reunited Shield, Dean Ambrose, Roman Reigns, and Seth Rollins taking on Braun Strowman, the Intercontinental Champion, The Miz, Kane, and The Bar. It's a stacked match.
What a great tag team name.
For The Bar?
Yeah.
Yeah, between Cesaro and Sheamus, yeah.
The Bar. Let's go to The Bar.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they've been saying it for so long. They've been calling themselves The Bar for so long. It was a matter of time that they had a tag team name. Hey, you know what? It's better than Cesaro, whatever the hell they were calling them before. The mix of the two names, which is abysmal. But
it is abysmal.
With this match, I mean, it's not as predictable. I mean, you would think, okay, Shield winning, no doubt, but I could see a scenario where the heels win here. I could definitely see that, and it's not a matter of. I mean, it's 5-on-3, and they're facing Miz, Kane, Cesaro, Sheamus, and Braun Strowman. This is not the Miz Mirage. You know, this is some pretty big names in this match. So it could very well go either way. Again, Shield's first bout back. They could lose. I'm going to say they win. I would not be entirely surprised that they lost, but I would have them win, though.
I'm also going to go with a win for the Shield because that's their first match back since, 2014, something like that.
2014,
it's been a long time. So it's their first match back. I believe they're going to win. Kane doesn't really do much for me in this match, so I don't really think he's going to be that big of a factor. So I believe it's really 4-on-3. So yeah, I believe the Shield is going to win.
So why do you think Kane came back? I mean, it's obviously been a topic of discussion in the last couple of days. He returned on Raw this week, really randomly. And again, I said on Twitter and in my review that I popped for it. I mean, it was cool to see Kane back.
Yeah, I did too. When he came out
out of the ring, yeah. I mean, we haven't seen
really
Kane in close to a year. He's been gone for a long time. I thought he wouldn't resurface.
Yeah,
it's been a while. Yeah, and I thought he wouldn't come back until his political stuff had run its course, and it's not over yet, and he's back. And again, it might be a short-term thing like we talked about earlier. But it was cool to see him back. The only issue with it was that they didn't explain it. He just randomly returned for no reason, and Miz said, I want him in my team or whatever, so that was a bit weird.
Well, wait. Well, they did sort of, kind of explain it with the Miz saying, Curtis Axel was never my fifth guy. He said that to Renee Young during an interview or something.
Yeah, true. They did say that.
And so right then, you kind of figured that there was going to be some mystery person that was going to be the fifth person. I didn't think it was going to be Kane, though. But yeah, that was really cool.
Well, that's the thing.
I like that swerve.
I liked it too. Just, other than that, why Kane though? Why not someone else on the roster? And the last time we saw Kane, he was a SmackDown superstar. Now it could be announced that maybe his SmackDown contract expired when he was gone, or he's a free agent now.
They don't even give a shit about that.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the issue that I don't like.
That went out the window when John Cena became a fucking free agent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was, and now no one's attempting to re-sign him. They're letting him bounce between show and shows, which is ridiculous. But with Kane, I would hope they attempt to explain that. I doubt they will. But with Kane at least, they could say, he's got history with the Shield. He faced the Shield in their very first match 5 years ago at TLC in that amazing TLC match. Which is really
cool.
Yeah, so they could at least mention that on Sunday, or
they should.
They could say Kane's back to take. It's not like he targeted all three guys. He only targeted really Roman Reigns while Ambrose and Rollins were gone. So they could say, "You retired my brother. I want revenge." Blah blah blah, like we talked about earlier. So there is some.
That would be cool. I would be down for a Roman Reigns versus Kane match at Survivor Series or Royal Rumble. Most likely Survivor Series, though it's closer, so it would probably be Survivor Series. I'd be okay with that. That'd be fine by me. And you have Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins face probably, I don't know, The Miz and Braun Strowman, some shit like that.
They'll figure something out. It's Survivor Series. They could just put him in the 5-on-5 Raw versus SmackDown match, and no one would bat an eyelash. So they could do that. But, besides the fact they didn't really explain why Kane was on the team.
Or do you keep the Shield together for Survivor Series and just add two people? But who do you, even if you go that way, who would you add to them? This is nobody jumps out at you for them. Would they go and do a 5-on-3 match at Survivor Series? Is this the test for a Survivor Series, that they're going to do another 5-on-3 match at Survivor Series? Because who would you add to the Shield?
I was thinking earlier, and it sounds weird, which is why it might not happen, but I would put either Strowman and Miz or Strowman and Kane. The weird thing is that they're feuding here. So why would they want to team up? It's not a matter of whether they want to.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's no... and that would make no sense. Braun Strowman, Miz, any of those people teaming with them, they wouldn't make sense because they've all feuded over the last couple months. It wouldn't make sense at all. That would be really weird.
Yeah, so I guess we'll see how it plays out. I mean, they got a few options here in terms of what they can do with the Survivor Series match, if they even do a 5-on-5 Raw and SmackDown match, but I assume they will.
Oh, they will. They have every year since the thing's been...
yeah, they did last year, so I mean, I guess we'll see. If they're doing Mahal and Lesnar, I assume they will. But
God, I can't believe we're getting.
I
still can't believe we're getting Mahal and Lesnar.
That they shouldn't be doing it 1-on-1. I mean, if they wanted to do what they did last year and put the world champions in the Survivor Series 5-on-5 elimination match, I'd be all for that. I mean, Mahal and 4 other guys and Lesnar and 4 other guys. You know what? That's perfectly fine. And Lesnar and the Shield teaming up, that'd be pretty fucking cool. And Lesnar's never been. Not never, but he hasn't been in a Survivor's... I don't think he's been in a tag team match, period, in like 10 years.
You know what?
That'd be cool.
You know what? You just gave me the out. There it is. That's it. That's the friggin' thing. At Survivor Series, please don't do friggin' Jinder and Brock. Make it a tag team match. Do what you just said. Put Brock with the Shield. Make it 4. You don't have to have 5. Screw 5. Make it 4. Why do we need a 5th person? We got Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar and Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins. You don't need no 5th person. And you have Braun Strowman, The Miz, Jinder Mahal, Kane, and whoever, somebody else, Cesaro.
Well, I mean, I was gonna say, on the opposite team. I mean, I guess you could mix and match the brands, but I would just do Raw versus SmackDown. So you could do that team versus like Styles, Mahal, Orton, Nakamura, and a 5th guy, Kevin Owens or Sami Zayn, whatever. So they have some options in terms of who they can put in that match.
We wouldn't put Nakamura there because he's a babyface.
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess you could... Well, they did faces and heels teaming up with each other last year, so they got a few different people that they could do. But that is Survivor Series. We're talking TLC. That is the TLC card. You said you got the Shield going over?
Yes, the Shield is going to go over, yes.
I think so as well. I think there's a chance the heels could win, but I would have the Shield go over in their first match back in 3.5 years.